Hey guys, so today we're making some bourbon chicken. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So this bourbon chicken was so nice and delicious. And so I am starting with some chicken breast that I'm going to season with some black pepper as well as some chicken seasoning. Um, you can use boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but all I had was boneless, skinless chicken breast, and which is fine. It's a lot more lean, so you have to be careful when you cook it. And so I did cut this up into small pieces prior to cooking it, but I I definitely meant to keep it whole so that it would be faster to cook, so I wouldn't have to cook it in so many batches. I could just cook the whole chicken breast and then slice it, but I would suggest leaving the chicken whole and then just slicing it when it's done. But nonetheless, it worked out pretty well. And so you're going to season to your taste. You don't want to over season it because we're going to put soy sauce and hoisin sauce in our bourbon chicken sauce. And so those two ingredients have quite a bit of sodium already. And so I am going to saute my chicken breast in batches using some avocado oil. So I'm using my wok for this. But again, you can leave the chicken breast whole. This is about 5 chicken breasts that I have here. And so I'm just going to cook them until they are nice and brown, and then we're going to make our sauce after that. So after I've sauteed all of my chicken, I'm going to start by making the sauce. And so I am using 4 tablespoons of some butter. This is actually plant butter because I'm making it allergy friendly, but you can use regular butter. And so I also have some garlic. I have 4 garlic cloves as well as maybe about an inch of some fresh ginger. And then I'm going to add in some of this Splenda brown sugar. You are free to use regular brown sugar for this recipe, but I wanted to cut some of the sugar because the hoisin sauce has quite a bit of sugar in it already. But feel free to use as much or as little sugar as you wish. And so after that, I'm going to add in some soy sauce, and this is reduced sodium soy sauce because again, these ingredients have quite a bit of sodium in it, so you want to be careful with that. And so I'm adding in some hoisin sauce, and I ended up using this whole jar. I had doubled whatever recipe I was using. I doubled that recipe, and so it called for 2/3 cup of hoisin sauce, which was almost the whole jar. And so I just decided to put it all in there instead of leaving like a little corner in the jar. And so I'm just going to mix all of this together. And then I am going to add in 4 tablespoons of bourbon. You can use your favorite bourbon, but we on a budget here. So I'm just going to put in this Jim Beam, and that works just as fine. Or you don't have to add bourbon if you don't want to. And then I'm going to let this sauce simmer. I let it simmer maybe about 5 to 6 minutes or so. And then I'm going to add in my cooked chicken. And so the sauce didn't thicken up as much as I wanted to, so I did end up adding a cornstarch slurry. But before I do that, I tasted the sauce and I felt like it needed some vinegar, and so I added a few splashes of some rice vinegar, but you can use distilled vinegar or apple cider vinegar. I've looked at several different recipes. Some had vinegar, some didn't, and so I think it definitely needed the vinegar, so I would suggest adding that. And so I'm just going to stir this together. And again, the sauce didn't thicken as much as I wanted it to, so I did make a cornstarch slurry. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to garnish this with some green onions. You could garnish it with some sesame seeds. And so this is the finished product. Nice and delicious, very flavorful. I served this over some white rice, and again, I garnished it with some green onion. But this is perfect for meal prep, perfect for an easy quick dinner. Nice, juicy, and tender. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.